evening all. Welcome to Monday night's Facebook Live. I'm just finding you all on my phone so I can follow along. Okay, here you all are. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so welcome to Monday night's live craft along with me, Stacey Marsh. I'm a demonstrator here in the UK. A very warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world, whether you're joining me live or you're watching the replay on YouTube. If you're watching the replay, do remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build my audience at the moment, so hit subscribe and you'll see future tutorials from me. We are Monday the 21st of March. March is steaming ahead and it's been a beautiful day here. Really warm, really sunny, and for the first time it feels that spring is well and truly on its way. And we're even seeing all the baby lambs appear in the fields around the village, which is really special. Love this time of year. So tonight I'm going to play along with a bit of a colour challenge. We've got these four very funky colours here. We've got Sahara Sand, Soft Succulent, Cinnamon Cider and Evening Evergreen. Colour challenges are a really nice way to take you out of your comfort zone. I know we've all got colours that we use regularly and colours that we don't use at all, colours that we like to use together and colours that we don't like to use together. So colour challenges are a great way of mixing it up a bit. And tonight's colour challenge has been set by the concept artist at Stampin' Up, so we're going to see what we can come up with. So do watch along, add your comments if you wish, tell me about your day, tell me what you've got planned for this week, how the weather's been, whatever you fancy, and I will try and keep up. I've got my phone in front of me that I can see the comments on. And yeah, we'll have a little bit of fun. I'm going to try and make two cards, but we'll see where the first card ends up starting us off. And just sit back and enjoy. I'll change my camera around so you can see my desk. And we will make a start. So bear with everybody. Just tightening my clamp. Evening to you, Nicola. Do tell me your parcel has arrived today. Please tell me your parcel has arrived today. Right, so we've got my desk in front of us and it is nice and empty. Clean bit of grid paper. Love starting with a fresh sheet of grid paper. So just back to this lovely colour scheme. We've got Evening Evergreen, Cinnamon Cider, Soft Succulent and Sahara Sand. So these two colours are from the 2021 in colours. This one is from the 2020 in colour, and this is one of our neutrals. So colours that you wouldn't necessarily use together, but I absolutely love them. I think they're really, really lovely together. I'm genuinely going to really miss Cinnamon Cider. Cinnamon Cider is one of our in colours that ends at the end of this current catalogue, so that will be disappearing, and I will be gutted to see it go. I think it's been my favourite in colour of this round, and I've used it for so much. It's a great colour for animals, for nature, for backgrounds. It's a real nice neutral colour, so I will really miss it. So yeah, let's have a little play with this. Now I wanted to have a little play with some rainbows as well, so I'm just going to grab my rainbow dies if I can find them. Brilliant wings, brilliant rainbows. So let's have a little play. Nicholas, but not yet, but don't worry, the excitement grows every day. I'm really worried about these kits now. Let's just hope they appear. So we have some nice little rainbow that looks like this in our brilliant rainbow dies. And I wanted to have a little play with the rainbows that we see in these the rainbows that we see really. So I'm going to do a little bit of die cutting and talk to you all about your day. So I'm just bringing in my and emboss machine, my large cut and emboss machine, and we're going to do a little bit of die cutting. So I'm going to cut a few rainbows and we're going to see where we end up. So I tend to find, I follow a lot of home accounts on Pinterest and Facebook and everywhere really. I do love a home account, and everywhere at the moment I'm seeing neutral rainbows. So when I saw this colour combination, that's kind of where I thought about going with it. So I'm going to cut 3 or 4 rainbows and see what happens. Evening, Sue. Lovely of you to join us. Where's my pokey tool? Pokey, pokey, pokey tool, where are you? We'll take your pick tool. Evening, Sandra. We're just doing a little bit of die cutting this evening to get us started. I'm using this little rainbow die here. So I'm going to cut 3 of each colour, I think. So yeah, we'll be here die cutting for a wee while. You've got time to go make yourself a cup of tea, I'm sure. I haven't really demoed much of this rainbow on here. I've done most of my rainbow classes in person. So I think this is the first time I'm bringing you the rainbow. But give me a shout out if it's something you've got in your kit. If you've bought this set, or if you're not sure on it, or if you hate it even. I like to gather everyone's opinions. So let's have a little wheel through of this. Okay, that's that one done. Let's cut some of this colour. Sahara sand now. A few of you on tonight. Now, a little bit of excitement is around at the moment for demonstrators, is that this week we get to see the brand new annual catalogue. It will be available to you all from the 3rd of May this year. So we're just going through the motions of seeing the new in colours, which is very exciting. Stampin' Up are doing something really quite fun. Every day they're giving us, every morning they're giving us a clue to a new colour, and then every evening is the reveal of that colour. So we know 3 of them at the moment, and these colours will be available from May for 2 years. And I won't tell you, I know some of you already seen it already because you're demonstrators, but they are bright, super bright. If you've not seen them, boy, they are bright. They are really special. So yes, Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock we will all be eyes peeled on the new catalogue. I cannot wait. But it is also a nervous time. You're never quite sure what's going to go, what's going to stay, what changes there'll be. We've been pre-warned that there are some price increases to the UK market, or to all the markets. So that will be interesting to see what those will look like. I have no more information at the moment. But yes, expect to see some price increases. Oh, was just going to ask about the new catalogue. It's very exciting, Gina. So yes, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock here in the UK, we get to see it. I've cut that wonky. That's never good. And then we can pre-order from it from the 1st of April. And then customers can order from it from the 3rd of May. If you're on my mailing list, you will get a copy of the catalogue automatically. If you're not on my mailing list and you'd like one, let me know your address and I'll add you to my mailing list, and we will go from there. So yes, there will be some price increases apparently, but we don't know what they will be yet. Apparently it's going to affect quite a bit of the catalogue, but it feels like that's just in line with everything else that's increasing at the moment. I guess to do with the state of the economy, the fuel price it rises and everything else. I guess it was to be expected. So I'm building up a nice little pile of rainbows now in these nice neutral colours. Got 4 more to cut. Could have all have gone away and made yourself a cup of tea and come back again. So, nearly done my cinnamon ciders. Come on, right, you can. So do tell me, folks, out of all the in colours, the ones that we have at the moment, which ones will you miss the most? So will you miss Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider or Bumblebee the most? Let's have a little poll. Pop it in the comments. Misty Moonlight says let. Shall I tell you a secret, let? I've barely used Misty Moonlight and I don't think I'm going to miss it. It is lovely though. It's a very popular one. I think Cinnamon Cider and Just Jade will be the ones I miss the most. Have you done anything with Friends of the Forest yet, let? Do tell us. Okay, so last rainbow to cut and then we can have a little play. Another vote for Misty Moonlight. Wow, it's a popular one. Okay, those are all my rainbows. So I'm going to put my cutting machine to one side. Oh, there's a little mushroom there. Just what I always wanted, and grab some white card. Right, folks. So let's bring you all back into shot. Louise, you didn't miss anything, my lovely, apart from a lot of die cutting. You've probably joined at the best time. Right. Okay, so I've got all my die cuts now. That's a lot of rainbows. I've probably cut too many, but hey, it's better to have too many than not enough and have to cut more. Right, so this is going to be my card base, okay? And I'm just moving you back out, up again, that's better. This is going to be my card base. And let's cut that down, shall we? So I am going to go with a 10.5cm card base. I'm going for a 10th-fold card. So I'm going to turn this round. Get that nice score. And then I'm going to cut a smaller piece of basic white. Cinnamon Cider, I forgot to get the stamp pad and paper with my recent order. Oh no, Gina, oh, I hope it's still available for you. And I'm going to take this down to 9cm, this little layer. 9cm by 13.4cm. Right. Now, here goes. This is what I think I'm going to do. So this is my piece that will sit on the front. I'm going to give this a little crease. And I am going to just work on this piece, I think. So bringing in our rainbows, we've got a dark and a dark and a dark, and I'm basically just going to build up some rainbows with the colours. So I'd like to say it's a technical evening, but it really isn't. this is now just about piecing it all back together for this nice little colour scheme that we've got. Yeah, evening to you, Sandra. Lovely to see you. I say see you because this is my version of seeing people. And then we're going to go in with these little ones next, like so, and this one. I love this. I think this is really pretty. Definitely not colours I would have put together for rainbows, but nevertheless it works. Now I have been playing with something, so I'm going to leave that there for the moment and put those rainbows to one side. I've been playing with something else today which I am in love with, and it's called layering vellum. Okay, so let me put that over there. This is layering vellum, and you get 12 sheets in the pack. You get 12 sheets in the pack, and basically they are vellum that have got patterns on. So this one has got text in white. This one has got text in black. I'm really sorry, I'm going to try not to make you want it, but I think I might fail. This one here is like a script. This one here is a map in black. So basically there's two of each pattern in different colours. You've got black and white, and they are pretty special. I've really enjoyed playing with those today, and I am going to go with this black text here. The text is in English. I don't know if they come in different languages, but this one here is in English. It's really nice. It's such a good quality vellum. I really am quite impressed with this. So I am going to just cut me a little piece of this, and this is going to be 10.2 centimetres. Evening to you, Margaret. By 14.6. And this is lovely. And on one of the cards I made today, you'll absolutely hate it because I've scrunched it and I've torn it. Now this, when you put that on your, oh, it's far too wide. 10.2 it should have been, and I think I've gone way over. I have. Okay, so this is great for using as backgrounds and layers on your cards, and just look at how nice that looks on that background. Just laid on white card. It looks really, really effective. So I'm going to stick that on. Like so. Now you can colour this. You can colour this with Stampin' blends. You can colour it with blending brushes. But I'm keeping mine just neutral. I love the vellum. I do, Sandra. I really, really do. And then now if we put that on there, that just gives it something, I think. Really, really like that. So those are my rainbows that we need. I am going to emboss this now because why not? I love a bit of embossing. And I am going to emboss that with this nice Hive embossing folder, just so that we get quite a nice bit of texture going on our card. Okay, just going to run that through our machine. I've been playing with this embossing folder today as well. So because it is such thick quality, that vellum, you get a really nice result with it when you sort of manipulate it. So this is one of the cards I made today. So here I've really scrunched it and I've torn it, and that's just added to the layer of that background, and it just has a really nice feel to it. The texture on that is lovely. So that's just one of those. It's the same script piece, but you just get a different style with it when you screw it up. So here we have our Hive piece. Now this is one of those embossing folders that you can get away with using the embossed side and the debossed side. I really like the debossed side. I think I prefer it to the flatter side. So I am going to stick that down, and I'm not going to stick it down actually. I am going to just pop that on there, and we can now put our rainbows on. So where's my glue? Here's my glue. I'm going to clean my nib so it doesn't get too mucky, and I'm going to start by just layering on our rainbows. So this is just the dies that I'm using. I'm not using any stamping yet, and I'm going to stick that on so that it overlaps the edge. Okay, it's just a sort of style that I'm going with today. And then we'll stick this one down. Good colours for a mail card. Yes, Sue, indeed. Aren't they just? And then this one here. There we go. I had a glue malfunction earlier. The bottom of that pot is full of glue. I have no idea what happened. So now when we start to put that on there, I love that little look. I'm really pleased with that. So then we'll put another rainbow on, and we're just going to keep going until our page is full of rainbows. Oh. I'm going to end up covered in glue tonight, girls. Now I know most of the rainbows I've seen have been really traditional colours, so it's nice to do something that is moving away from tradition. There's going to be rainbows everywhere in here in the morning. Okay. So this is building really nicely. The last one is going to go up here. Now I've deliberately left a bit of a space there because I think that's where I'm going to put my sentiment. Just going to move that. No, I'm going to leave that as it is. That's it. So are you all still hanging on there? How are we doing? Now I have lots of rainbows left that I can do other things with. So I will put those in my little die cut pot. Am I excited? I am excited, Louise. Yes, I get very excited this time of year, and also quite nervous because I've no idea what's coming. Right, so we have that like that, and I'm going to grab a little bit of ribbon now. I'm just going to see what I think of this. Yeah, I like that. Look at that black and white like that. So this is a little bit on here, very end of my reel. Lovely use for the layering vellum. Oh, I can show you lots of ideas, Kerry. I'm scared for my bank balance. Oh dear, that's not good. No. Right, so let's just stick this down. Quite like where this card is going actually. We've had no stamping yet, girls. None whatsoever. Do we like cards with no stamping? What do we think? Do we prefer cards with stamping? Now, let's just tie this round. so. Okay, so I really like where this card is going. Let's stick that down now. That's it. So let's pop that on there like so. And then we want to open a fresh spool of ribbon. Here, where are my scissors? Now I've lost in the last month 4 pairs of scissors. Do you think that means something? Do you think I've got a little thief in my craft room? I think it means I've got a little thief, personally. Right. So let's just tie this now. Kerry, I haven't forgotten about your text that you've sent me either. I will reply to that. It's been one of those days. So this is my favourite way to add ribbon to cards. I just find, for me, it looks a little bit neater. Oh, that's a good bow. But it does encroach on that rainbow a little bit, so let's make it a bit smaller. Lovely. Cut these down. Hope I don't get trapped under the floor. Oh, let's hope not. There might be in my coffee and card bag. Right, so look at this, girls. What do we think so far? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or an angry face if you don't like it. I'm not offended. I have a very thick skin. So we need a sentiment on here now. And I am thinking best day ever on there. No, I don't like that. I also picked up this one, but I'm not sure I like that either. Very masculine it is, isn't it? Let's go with... Do I want to use that? I'm not sure. 2 seconds, ladies and gents. Let me look at my shelf. What was I using earlier? Okay, we'll stick with the little male theme, I think. And use this. I've got a new wheelie chair and it's really fast. Let's go for this. Oh, what do we think of that? I quite like that. Right, sticking with the male theme, I guess, as well. So let's stamp it on white and see what we think. And let's stamp in black because our ribbon is black. Oh, loving this. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks, ladies and gents. Let's stamp this here. Give this a little trim round. Just like so. What do we think? What do we think that needs to be in a different colour? I quite like it in that colour. I think I like it. Yeah, let's go with that. Shall we? Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it. Where's my dimensionals? That's it. Oh, people like it. That's nice. Let's pop this down here. And let's have that about there. I'm really pleased with that. Love it. So let's just do the inside of our card. And I'm going to use another bit of that vellum. That vellum I think is just great for using in the backgrounds of things. So let's go. I went 14.6, didn't I? 14.6. And 10.2. So this week is going to be a really, really good week, I think, because not only have we got the new catalogue preview, it is the last round of my governor's meetings for this term. Woohoo! And on Saturday we've got our craft day locally. If you're local, feel free to join us. And Sunday is Mother's Day. Love it. But more important than that, more important than all of that, because we celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, Bridgerton, the new series of Bridgerton. Who else is excited about Bridgerton returning to our screens? Is the smallest line of the rainbow Sahara Sand? It is, Kerry, yes. Yes, very excited for the return of Bridgerton. Me. Yes, let me. Very excited for it. And this was 13.4, wasn't it? I'm going to start testing you all when you're watching to see if you can remember the measurements I use. 9. So here we go. Let's pop that in there. Just like so. And I think I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to put anything inside. So I am really happy with that card. Really chuffed with it. What do we think, girls and boys? Like it. So my brief was to use those 4 colours as a colour challenge, and I'm really chuffed with how that has turned out. It's a nice little masculine card as well. Masculine cards always seem to be quite tricky. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So who wants one more? What do we think? One more? Yeah, let's do it. So, for my second card, I am going to use, let me just grab a drink quickly, and we will make one more. Nice. So, I have grabbed this punch here. Lovely card, really like it. You don't have Netflix. Oh, Caroline, that's a shame you don't have Netflix, but I'm sure there's lots of other things you can watch. But if you do get Netflix ever in the future, I can highly recommend Bridgerton. Or the books. The books are also very lovely. And you can pick them up. I think they're in Asda at the moment. They're really cheap. Or charity shops. So, this is the ice cream builder punch. And I'm going to use it for these lovely circles. What's wrong with me? These lovely triangles. Okay. The other thing I've seen these used for is this. So this is, I've seen this used as turned into aliens. And I haven't got any googling eyes left, and I don't think I've got anything with a googly face on. Let's have a look. What's on the robots? Oh no, here. Okay. So let's just have a really quick little play. I've got my penguins. So let's just have a little play, and this might go off in a completely random tangent, but we will see where it takes us. So in these penguins, I could probably just draw them on though, to be fair. We've got some eyes. I can't even see the eyes. There they are. So just to turn these into little aliens, which is very cute. It's the ink pad. And then, if I use my die, or where's one of the little, so if I just put that in there, and then grab myself a black pen, we've then got little faces that we could use on a card. How cute are they? So you could have lots of floating aliens. I've seen that somewhere else, and I've just used the rainbow there, but I'm not going to do that. That's not where I see this card going. But hey, we've gone off on a tangent. Right, so I am going to use the ice cream builder punch. I'm going to use the triangle, and I just want to cut out a few triangles. It is cute, isn't it? But yeah, I used all of my googly eyes the other day. So let's cut out. Let's go with 6 of each colour. So that's 4, 5, 6. Like that one. Oh, I'd love you to see my desk right now. Let's go with some cinnamon cider on 2, 3. So I'm going to try and make another male sort of card. 4. 5. 6. There's probably a more economical way of cutting these out, but I'm just winging it tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then light green to go. A very punchy night. It is a punchy night. One more. So we've got 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, look at the mess. Okay, so let's just take all of this rubbish and clear our space again. So we've now got some little punched out pieces, and I want some more card. I'm just going to grab some white card. Can you all hear on my nice speedy chair? So I'm going to go with the same size piece. I'm going to go with 9 centimetres. Didn't cut very well, better. I'll be counting triangles in my sleep. I will, won't I? By 13.4. And maybe rainbows. Okay, so we've got 2 pieces that are the same measurement. Now, I'm going to basically just pop these on my card, all higgledy-piggledy, and this is where I probably realise I don't have enough. But we will just see where we get to. Okay, so this is a bit of kind of like paper piecing, and it's just another way that you can use this nice ice cream builder punch. I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm just going to create a nice little pattern all the way across. And you can do this with any sort of punch really, especially if it's a symmetrical shape. Yeah, I think we might need some more. Let's put that one in there. And it's just about creating patterns on your cards. So yeah, we may be here a while, guys. Can make yourself another cup of tea. Oh, there's one there. I'm just going to follow this along, and I'm just alternating my colours ever so slightly. Oh, wrong way. So I need this one next. My girls like doing things like this with punches and shapes. This also works really nicely with the tailored tag punch. another useful one. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more. But hey, that's all part of the fun, isn't it? And this is one of those sorts of cards that you could do in any colour scheme. It's just about being clever with what you've already got in your stash as such. Has anyone else used the ice cream punch for this sort of style? So I've got next. I've got this one next. Doesn't take much to confuse me, does it? So if you're just joining me, we are making cards with a colour theme running through them. All made bunting with it. Love that idea, Let. Great idea. So we are making cards with the colour, this colour combination of cinnamon cider, evening evergreen, Sahara sand and soft succulent. It's a colour challenge that's been set by the concept artists at Stampin' Up. They've started to do these weekly, and it's just another way to kind of enjoy your crafting and do something a little bit different. So we've got our last one here. I've not done too badly actually, have I? I'm only going to need a little bit more. This one here. I think you might be right, Sue. I might be counting triangles in my sleep tonight. Try not to get glue everywhere. So I don't actually need to cut too many more. I'm loving this pattern though. Right, so what more do I want? I want a Sahara sand one. Where's my punch gone? There's my punch. So let's just finish off this nice pattern and then we can turn it into a card. Got that one there. And then up here I've got an evening evergreen one. Oh, I've stuck it to my grid paper. Oh no, wrong way. So I need a little bit up there, don't I? Not much. And then over here, I need another evening evergreen one. I've got one here. That's only going to be a little piece. Like so. And then this one up here needs to be a soft succulent one, and again it's just a little piece that we need. Let's just pay attention to all that detail. Oh, that's not what we need, that's some ice cream. Okay, so I am just going to leave that to dry over there whilst I bring in my next card base. So we're going to go with a tent fold card again. This is the other part of the card base that I cut earlier. So we're going to go 14.9. And this time I am going to mount that piece, the piece that we've done all the triangles on, we're going to go 13.9 by 9.5. And this piece is what we're going to mount that onto. Okay. I'm making a big old mess tonight, everybody. So this is my piece on there. So it's going to look slightly different, and I'm going to bring this back in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip off all those excess pieces. I'll get a better pair of scissors. All those excess pieces to just straighten up our pattern that we've made. Okay. Like this. Last little bit, and I love it how this just sort of changes when you snip all those pieces off. Ready, everyone? Dun dun dun! How cool is that? So we've got a really nice bright background there with that lovely colour scheme, and those colours work really, really nicely together, I think. And it's nice to have just a little bit of white showing through. So actually I quite prefer that. I don't really like it with that piece. I think it dulls it down a bit. I think I prefer it straight onto the white. What do we think? Without it onto the white, or with it on the Sahara sand? I think I like it on the white. Now the other option we've got, without, yeah, I think without. Now what if we were to put it onto white? What if we were to put it onto a Sahara sand background? See how it changes just by changing that little bit of background. So that makes it really quite bright on the white. But onto a Sahara sand card base, it just dulls it down a little bit. So I think that's magical when you just change the background card. It really does alter the sort of style you're going for, but I like it straight onto the white. So that is what we're going to do. So let's put that down as well. Yep, my card base is up the right way. And actually we had it that way. Lots of people saying white. Margaret says, love the style. Thank you, Margaret. It's very kind of you. There's a little bit of furriness there on that piece. I'm just going to run my scissors down and get rid of it. That's better. Okay, so we've now got our triangles. Now what are we going to do with that? What shall we do with that indeed? Let's grab some sentiments. I think I'm going to keep this quite straightforward. Now what if we used just that sentiment on there like so? What do we think? Do we think yay or do we think nay? Just looking at the other card that we've made tonight. So if I bring that one in like so. So two very, very different looks. Shall I go with that or not? Yes, Karen has put yes. So I'm following your instructions, Karen. Let's do this. So let's stamp that onto some spare white. On the Evening Evergreen was cool too. It really changed it, didn't it, when you put it on the Evening Evergreen? And I think, yeah, I'm going to do this with the black. Let's pop that onto there. Like so. Nice bit of stamping. And let's just trim this round. So I'm going to do just a quick bit of fussy cutting. So lots of discussion happening about the colour card, and that's what I think is amazing. Just by changing that little base colour of card really changes the overall look. So play around with your colours and see what different sort of styles you like. I do like this sentiment. This stamp set is really useful because actually this sentiment is going to do all the work for us. We're not really going to need to do much else. And I love sentiments that do that. Just following this round, doing a little bit of fussy cutting. Before we wrap up tonight's live. But we've done well, we've been going for quite some time. We've covered a lot of things. I've used that lovely new vellum, which actually I think it's quite hidden in the catalogue. Unless you're really looking for it, he's quite tucked away. We actually saw it demonstrated as part of the launch of the catalogue, and it is really effective. And if you're planning on attending my April card class, you will have some in your kits to play with on the cards that I've designed for it. I can't believe today I have designed all of and made all of April's card class. I've never been this organised. I have no idea who I am. It's not my style, but it feels nice. There we have it. I quite like the stitch triangles, but this is a good way to do triangles. It's just quite quick. So we've got wishing you the happiest of birthdays, which I'm going to stick straight down onto there with some dimensionals, and then there's a few little things I'm going to add to just bring this together. Okay, so I'm going to pop that right in the centre, and then I'm going to bring in this little punch here. So this is the strawberry punch. It's all about punches tonight. I don't think I've ever used so many punches in my live. So I've got this little punch here. This is the strawberry builder punch. Another oldie but goodie. And I'm going to just punch some of these little flowers. So I'm going to do one in each colour. Come out, little flower. Two. Oh my gosh, girls, is it 9 o'clock? It's 5 to 9. We've been going for nearly an hour. Who am I? 3. And then where's my green? I like green piece. 4. Okay. So let's just grab myself a Stampin' mat, and I'm going to pop the lid on my glue, and I'm going to just shape these ever so slightly. 1. I'm just using the centre of my glue lid to curve these flowers. If you don't have a Stampin' mat, you can just pop them in your hand and do that. The same technique but in your hand. And then let's grab some embellishments, shall we? Let's go with, got some champagne, we've got some matte black ones. Let's go with these matte black dots. I'm going to take a picture tonight of my desk once I finish this, and you can see the absolute chaos that I have made. So now let's take these little flowers, these little dots, just pop them on the inside of my flowers. And if there ever was such a thing as male style flowers, I think this could be it. So the only thing on these cards tonight that we've stamped is the sentiments. I think that's pretty good going. So there are our little flowers. So I'm just going to pop these around my card. I'm just sort of mix and matching where they sit so that they sit on different colours. It does show I've had a good evening of crafting, so you're absolutely right. Come on, glue. My glue's given up now. Oh, I think he's run out. As well, come on. Yeah, it's gone. It's all run out. Let's grab a new one. Run out of my coffee and card pot, shall we? Okay. Oh, this one doesn't want to work either. So we've got one up there. We'll have one down here. We'll have one over here. And our last one, I might put him there as well actually. Ta-da! So that is that card front all finished. We just need to do this little bit inside. And there is our finished second card of the evening. So just to recap, the colour combination we've started with are these four. We've got Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Cinnamon Cider and Sahara Sand. And actually I haven't even used those ink pads, I've just used the cardstock. So on the first card I have used some of the layering vellum, and then I've used the Brilliant Rainbow dies to create our neutral style rainbows. I finished with a really simple sentiment from the Happiest of Birthday stamp sets to bring that together, and then we've got this lovely black and white gingham ribbon there like so. And then our second card, I have used the Ice Cream Builder Punch. I've used the triangle from the Ice Cream Builder Punch to create our little background pattern. Another sentiment from that Happiest of Birthday stamp set here, and then finish with a few little flowers that we've made out of cards. So just having a little recap on the questions. Do I leave most of my cards inside blank? Not all of them, no. Some I will add bits to, others I will leave blank until I decide what I want to do with them. When I know what I want to do with them, when I come to post them, I may then add something inside, but most of the time I will sort of style them when I post them or write in them. Let's put they're so very different, but both amazing as always. Oh, bless you. Thanking you. You're most welcome. And that's it, guys. That is my live all finished for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I've had an absolute blast. It's been lovely. We've been going for an hour. How amazing is that? So thank you very much for spending some of your Monday evening with me. It's very much appreciated. I'll try and be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock on YouTube. No idea what I'll be making it, but I may use up some of these scraps that I've got left from my rainbows, or I may do something entirely different. I will be live on Facebook again this time next week, so next Monday evening. And that's it, guys. So everything I've used tonight, for those of you that are watching, is available on from my online shop if you wanted to place an order. The postage prices are going up from the 1st of April, so you've got the next sort of 16 days to get your order in and pay the £4.95 postage. After the 1st of April, it will be £6.95 flat rate. You can always order as a group, or you can order through me to save on that postage, of course. And that's it, guys. So enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a really pleasant week, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.